Hi, how are you? My name is Karissa Dean, certified life and business coach for female entrepreneurs and executives. You know, if you're anything like me, you've been living your life on autopilot and you're starting to wonder what in the hell is going on. So, today I want to talk to you about how do you stop living on autopilot? How do you get off this crazy hamster wheel of just waking up and doing? And how can you start to feel alive again? Really, one of the coolest things that I do in the work with my one-on-one clients and at my retreats is helping people establish a new routine that allows them to wake up to life, wake up to who they are, who they want to be. And in all of this, it's that return to home. It's how do I really get this excitement to live life again? So today I have 7 tips and tricks for you to wake up, get off the hamster wheel, and enjoy life. But before we go into those tips and tricks, I want you to take a second, click that subscribe button, and stay connected with me because we're going on a journey. And this is not just one video. We're going to have so many videos, you guys, and you don't want to miss it. I'm always going to be here to share exciting information, real, raw, lived experiences. You see, that's the thing that makes me unique in the coaching industry is I've lived it. I've walked it. My mess is now my message. So please do me that favor and follow along my journey, which will hopefully be the start of a new, beautiful journey for you as well. So when you're in this hamster wheel, you're waking up, you're just diving into your day without intention and clarity. And one of the things that's so important when you're looking at getting more invigorated, more excited about life is making sure that everything you do is really intentional. And you have to be really clear about those intentions because otherwise you're just, people pleasing, running around doing all the things for everyone and losing yourself. So 7 ways to wake up to your life, you, who you are, how you want to be and experience the world. So step number 1 is starting your day with intention, not a screen. Listen, I am not going to sit here and pretend to be some holy person who doesn't wake up, immediately grab their phone, start scrolling through the text, the Instagram, all the other apps and things, notifications and emails. But what I can tell you is the days that I am intentional about breathing, journaling, and silence, those days I get out of bed more grounded and prepared for the chaos of life. Because the reality is you're still going to have chaos in life. Bad things are going to happen. We're going to experience negative emotions. And when you start your day with intention and you give yourself space before you check in on the news or see the emails that have stacked up overnight, what you're doing is you're cultivating calm in your nervous system. So taking time to breathe, meditate, journal, be in silence, just sip your coffee, find gratitude, it will shift your nervous system and your mindset. One of my favorite things is box breathing. I talk about box breathing in my free download. So if you are interested to learn more about that, make sure you click the link. Download that little freebie. It's got beautiful nuggets about how we can drop into our parasympathetic and calm that nervous system. All right, step number 2, interrupt your routine with something unexpected. So this one's a little more challenging, especially for those of us who are commuting, but take a different route. Rearrange your space, change your office up, eat something new, try a different coffee shop. What it's going to do is it's going to shift you from a known expectation and potentially the hope here, right? Fingers crossed, is that it's going to gift you a new experience that kind of invigorates your soul. It's kind of like, when you try a new restaurant, sometimes it goes well, sometimes it doesn't, but there's a newness to it that kind of wakes you up, and you get to feel a little more alive because you don't expect anything, right? So when you interrupt your routine, you take out expectation and you open up for the possibility of something different. And when we are experiencing new things in life, we're waking up to life. So that's number 2. I love number 2. It can be so hard to break habit and routine, but let me tell you, when you do it, you're going to freak out because you'll just see life differently. Number 3 tip, move your body, but be present. Okay. This is not about going to the gym to perform, burn calories. This is to allow the body to lead. So what am I talking about? I'm talking about walking barefoot. I'm talking about slow, intentional stretching where we're listening to our body. We're not necessarily in a yoga class doing what the teacher says. We are dropping in and saying, what would feel so supportive and good in my body today? So it's about feeling. One of my favorite things that I do all the time, I actually did this today to get motivated to videotape this series, was listen to music and dance. If you know me, if you've been in my world, you know I was a dancer. I got my degree in dance, so dance is very important to me. But being allowed and giving yourself permission to move the body freely, I cannot tell you what this does for waking up to life, and I think music has the ability to take us back and remember. So move your body, but do it with presence, not with this perfection of, I need to burn calories. No, you don't. You need to be in your body and listen and let your body lead. All right. Number 4, in the middle of your day, ask yourself, am I actually here? Are you with your breath? How's your posture? What's your energy? Are you reacting to everything that's happening around you? Are you just performing? Or are you genuinely in your body experiencing the present moment? I talk a lot about how anxiety is us being too far ahead, too in the future, and depression is us being in the past. So how do we get to be present? Use your tools, your breath, checking in, doing a quick body scan, making a mental note of the mental mind chatter. Waking up to life is being in this present moment. One of the things I love to do being present is changing my space, right? So I've been in my office for a while, I'm recording, I'm doing all these things, meeting with clients, and a lot of times I like to change my space. Get up, I go outside, I feel the wind on my skin, I feel the sun on my skin. If it's raining, I touch the rain. I put my feet on the ground. I go into a new space and see how I feel differently. And that's one of the easiest, simple things you can do, being intentional, drinking water and just noticing how the water feels coming into your body. Are you present? Are you here? Or are you somewhere else? All right. Tip number 5, before you consume, all the things, social media, emails, I would say even I did a podcast episode a while back about drugs, sex, and alcohol. Before you partake in some of these distractions or, ways of numbing, did you take a minute to dream? Did you take a minute to journal? Did you take a minute to say, man, I would really like to, do this and make a note of it? This is where you get to slow down and create. So before you consume, before you escape, did you take time to create? Did you take time to dream, to visualize? I love the power of visualization. Dr. Joe Dispenza talks about it all the time. It's about taking this futuristic idea and kind of pulling it into your body and seeing how it feels and experiencing it now, getting into that energy now. So before you escape, check in with yourself and see, is there something I need to create? How can I come back home to myself? You know, a lot of times for me, it's just like, man, I'm going to go just sit with my horses for a second. I'm going to go, sit on the couch with my dog, or I'm going to go like walk to the mailbox. I mean, dream as you walk, breathe and dream as you engage in life around you. Before you turn into emails and social media and Netflix and the drugs, sex, and alcohol, make sure you're giving yourself space to create. Tip number 6, reconnect to your why. I talk about this all the time with my entrepreneurs. Why are you doing what you're doing? Why did you create your business? What's your why? There's an amazing book that Simone Sinner wrote. It's called Start With Why. It's one of my favorite business books. It is all about coming back to your purpose. Why are you doing the thing that you're doing? And this is the most important question, I think, as humans is, what lights you up? What do you care about? What are the causes? And say it loud, put it somewhere, come back to it. I am constantly reminded of why I do what I do because I've created those reminders in my space. And it's the leading thing that gets me out of bed every day, gets me invigorated and excited to live, knowing why I'm doing what I'm doing and who I'm doing it for. All right, number 7, I want to wrap this up for you guys. Schedule space to feel, and would you please do me a hot favor right now and put it on your calendar? Literally. Whether that's I need to cry, I need to dance, I need to take a nap, I need to scream, I need to breathe, I need to dance, I need to whatever. What would make you feel so alive in your body? And I want you to schedule it right now. Put it in the calendar. What would make you feel alive? When you are looking at ways to wake up to life, you have to make the time and space. And I know you're busy. I know you're overwhelmed. I know you're doing so much. You're taking care of everyone. But let me remind you, you didn't come here just to get through life. You came here to experience it. So I hope these tools have been beneficial for you. If you are ready to go deeper, feel free to send me an email, find me on social media, send me a DM. I'd love to see if I can support you and get you excited to wake up and live every single day. I'll see you next week. Hit the subscribe button so you don't miss out.